Hi everyone, my name is Jean Johnson and I was meant to be coaching the clarinets of the NIOS Senior Orchestra for the spring course. So I'm here in my living room and I wanted to give you a few of my top tips for practicing and improving your playing during this period of lockdown. So first of all, I'm a big advocate of slow practice. When we practice and program the nuts and bolts of the music into the brain correctly from the very first go, you start off by creating the correct neural pathways in the brain. And with accurate repetition, reinforces that pathway so you develop the correct instincts. Unfortunately, if we play the same mistakes over and over, you're building a strong neural pathway that you'd rather not have. So we want to make sure we reinforce the correct neural pathways in the brain so that in the critical moment, the correct instincts come out. It's all down to good programming. The brain is just a big computer. So in a similar vein, when it comes to tricky passage work, slow practice is of utmost importance, and also to practice in small bits at a time. If something goes wrong, usually it can be traced back to a fault in a connection between two notes. So find the fault, analyze why it went wrong, what can I do to make it work better, and then put it back into context. Also, practicing in creative patterns for passages of semiquavers or 16th notes helps give every note equal weight and attention. Hacking through from start to finish really isn't the best way to create real change. Finally, in order to play fast, we need soft, relaxed hands. If we start gripping and squeezing, we won't be able to move. In my own practice, the faster something has to go, the more I try to relax my physical being. I'm not only a big advocate of slow practice, but also of mindful practice, which often also requires a bit of slowing down, because it's really important to feel it all. To develop a heightened awareness of a variety of different aspects of playing. So there are the physical ones, the breath, embouchure, articulation, hand position, posture, managing tension, but also the other ones, phrasing, intonation, character, rhythmic integrity, etc. The list goes on. One thing that's guaranteed to help all of us as wind players is to be mindful to keep an active airstream at all times. After all, no air, no sound. Sometimes on instruments with reeds or when there is a resistance to push against, our airstreams can get stuck and stagnant. And when that happens, the music also gets stuck and stagnant. And the instrument itself doesn't work as well for us. So it all starts with a proper, full spine-length breath. Remember to keep the sensation of a controlled exhale going, keeping the air in motion. Let your airstream create the shape of your phrase. When your air stays in motion, it has a direct and vibrant musical result. Also, every once in a while, it's useful to think of your instrument as a machine that you have to learn how to wield. What things make this machine work better? Think about it from an ergonomic, physiological, or engineering point of view. But most importantly, we are artists. We interpret music and bring it to life. Make sure to ask yourself what the character is of the music you're playing, or what's the attitude, what's the atmosphere? What is the composer's intention for your part, and how does it fit into the bigger picture? Also, record yourself. You can be a teacher for yourself during this time. You have the most honest feedback there is in a recording of yourself playing. So this period of lockdown could be a time when your playing really blossoms if you make really good use of the time. So record yourself and listen back and be honest about anything you want to change, correct, or improve, and attack those issues head on. But also be kind to yourself. I promise you that you're exactly where you're supposed to be right now. But you can challenge yourself to improve your playing that little bit every day. So I hope some of these thoughts have given you some ideas for how to practice in a way that creates change. When you practice in a mindful way, setting goals, analyzing what's coming out, you'll be practicing in a way that creates change, and your playing will grow by leaps and bounds. So I really hope to see you on the next course, and I hope you stay safe. Be well and take care.